This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
As he waits for his wife to get a kidney, this local man is raising awareness for organ donations. Good evening and thank you for joining us at SSPTV News. I'm Ken Kara. Watch this broadcast in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and watch it at your leisure on the Samsung Productions app. Here's our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A woman was killed in a crash this morning in Hazleton. Hazleton police responded to Route 93 near the entrance to Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton around 6:10 this morning. According to Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale, the preliminary investigation revealed that a GMC Yukon was disabled in the roadway, blocking the westbound lane of travel on East Broad Street during the heavy rain. The owner, identified as Christine Bolduck from Glen Lyon, had the vehicle in neutral, driver door open, and appeared to be attempting to get it off the roadway when its passenger rear was struck by the front of a white International mail truck driven by Barry Fenner from Walnut Port. Fenner was traveling west on Broad Street. Bolduck became lodged under her vehicle. She was pronounced dead at the scene by Luzerne County Deputy Coroner Jeff Stock. Her 12-year-old daughter was laying in the back seat at the time of impact and sustained non-life-threatening injuries. The investigation into the accident is continuing. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton Police at 570-459-4940, or you can dial 911. Police are investigating an armed robbery in Sugarloaf Township. Sugarloaf Township Police Chief Josh Winters says that a white male with facial hair entered the Pilot truck stop around 1 o'clock this morning and displayed a gun. The suspect made off with about $1,000 plus some cartons of cigarettes. He got away in a blue car in an unknown direction. Anyone with information is asked to contact Sugarloaf Township Police. In other news, a man from Drums is trying to raise awareness about organ donation. He knows the importance firsthand because his wife is currently in need of a kidney transplant. Lisa Sugart has his story and how you can help.
It's a subject not too many people are familiar with. I'm referring to organ donation awareness. And the gentleman who is joining me right now is very familiar with this situation because he is currently seeking a transplant, a kidney transplant for his wife, Marcia. This is Leon Cunningham from Drums. Leon, you're going through a really difficult time right now. Your wife is quite ill and is in need of a kidney transplant. So tell us how she came to be in this position.
Back in '83, she was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. And come in 2012, she was referred to a transplant part of it because her kidneys were starting to fail because of the disease. Then early in 2013, she was put on dialysis due to kidney failure. In 2014, she had a double nephrectomy to remove both her kidneys because of the size of them and also infections.
Wow. So she is pretty much not getting out very often because she is undergoing dialysis treatment and not feeling very well.
Correct. Right now, she goes 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Does currently have a lot of blood pressure problems, a lot of fainting, a lot of just miserable days.
And if this isn't difficult enough, you've gone through a similar situation with your oldest son because he, thank God, is cancer-free right now, but your 23-year-old son had cancer as well.
Yes. 5 years ago, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. Fortunately, we did get it. We got it quick, and he is now in remission.
So you have 4 children in all, and you said they all have the same disease your wife has.
Correct. It is a hereditary disease. And it just didn't jump like we thought it was going to jump, maybe over a generation, but it didn't.
So what makes this even more difficult is you said your family wanted to help, but unfortunately a lot of them have tested positive for the same disease, so you're in desperate need of a donor right now. You're trying to raise awareness, not only for your wife's donation though, you're being humble because you said if it can help anyone out there, you're hoping that to get the word out.
Right, correct. If anybody out there, like I said, not only for my wife, which would be a blessing if somebody was a match. But if I can get it out there, and even if you're not a match, you can maybe help somebody else along the line here. There's many programs out there. Again, obviously my main focus is on my wife, but if I can push this enough to bring awareness to save somebody else's life, fantastic.
Well, if someone out there is interested in helping your wife, Marcia, or someone, you said it's tough to know like all the rules and regulations regarding a transplant, who's eligible. So what's your best advice? You want them to call a lady that's in charge of the transplant, I guess, program.
Right, she is a transplant coordinator. Her name's Rhonda. She's out of the Geisinger Wyoming Valley Network. Her number is 570-808-5590. Very pleasant lady to talk to. She will lead you in the right direction, give you the information. The only thing is, when you do call, if you would please give my wife's name, Marcia, to her, and then she will lead you in the right direction.
I know you said, God forbid, you hope you don't have to be a donor at some point for even your own children because you don't know what lies ahead for them. You're not compatible with your own wife. So what advice do you have to people out there who might be scared?
Do some research. If you look online, the web, Facebook, I know there's one that I know for sure you can live with one kidney. As my son is right now, during his cancer bout, he did lose one. And he's living a fantastic life. There is odds out there, obviously, any operation, there is risk factors. But if you read up on it, 1 in 3,000 people usually have any kind of major side effects.
Well, we hope that someone watching out there now is the perfect match for your wife and they're willing to help. Please give her our prayers and our thoughts, and we hope that she is doing better, that things work out for all of you. If you would like to help or you're interested in finding out more, again, you can call Rhonda, the transplant coordinator, 570-808-5590. You can also call Leon. He's given us his number, 570-436-4777. And they are, friends of theirs are hoping to do a benefit for the family in the future. We'll have more information on that when it's available, but right now, if you can help out Leon, his wife Marcia, and their family in any way, shape, or form, please give Rhonda a call because you might be that person that truly does save a life.
Thank you, Lisa. And meanwhile, an organ donation awareness event will take place on November 18th from noon until 6 p.m. at the L&L Fire Company in Weatherly. We will have more information on the event in the future on SSPTV News. Well, if you've been considering chiropractic care, one chiropractor in our area has an offer to benefit you and a nonprofit agency in our area. Dr. Scott Sako of Sako Chiropractic in Hazleton is making this special offer through Friday, November 3rd. Your first visit includes a consultation with the doctor, neurological exam, orthopedic exam, and a report of the findings. The cost is $20 and your entire fee will be donated to Community Services for Sight of Hazleton, formerly the Hazleton Blind Association. But this offer ends November 3rd, so call 570-497-4150 to schedule your appointment today. Well, it's one of the most popular Halloween events in our area, and of course I'm talking about Malloween at the Laurel Mall. And in addition to the tasty treats from mall merchants, SSPTV's The Girls will also be there for all the fun. They're not giving out any hints on this year's costumes, so you'll have to be there in person for the surprise. Plus, DJ John from the Strand will be there playing all your spooky Halloween favorites. The Malloween Parade gets underway at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, so bring the family for a fun and safe night of trick-or-treating at the Laurel Mall, Malloween. And Election Day is fast approaching, and one church in our area will once again serve up its popular Election Day dinner. St. John Bosco Church in Cunningham will host its annual pasta and meatball dinner from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Election Day, November 7th. The cost is $10 per person, $5 for kids 10 and under. Takeout is also available at 3:30 that day. For tickets or more information, call St. John Bosco Church at 570-788-1997. Well, still to come, Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker is here a day early to talk about the World Series, the Eagles, local field hockey, and college football. And don't let the rain get you down. We'll step outside anyway with our outdoor exploring segment with Kent Jackson next. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The heron walked stealthily, as if tiptoeing on those spindly legs. Herons move stealthily when they're fishing, if they move at all. Sometimes they just freeze, watch the fish, and then dunk their beaks into the water at the right moment. This bird, however, regarded me as hunter, not prey. Each step it took led it further away from me and closer to a tuft of reeds near the shore on Lily Lake. After a while, it disappeared completely behind the grass. Now it was my turn to move. Each paddle blade slipped through the water as silently as the bird's steps had been. Without sound, my kayak skimmed over the lilies that give name to the lake. Even the jays, which were on alert whenever I paddled in a slapdash fashion, stopped squawking. I started to hear the lake as well as see it. Sounds gurgled up from the muck. Part of nature has its own song, as John Muir writes. I hear waterfalls and birds and winds sing. My kayak, now gliding as I stopped paddling, past the reeds. Into view once more returned the heron, its neck outstretched, its beak pointing ahead like a weather vane. I tried to stay as still as the bird and moved only my index finger on the camera shutter. Even so, that was too much. A few clicks and the bird took flight. Click, 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 and it was gone.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
A gray day in downtown Hazleton, but it looks like things will clear up for tomorrow. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be partly cloudy. We'll have a low in the mid-40s. And then on Wednesday, on the 4-day outlook, mostly sunny with a high near 55 degrees. Wednesday night will be partly cloudy. We'll get down into the 30s for a low. On Thursday, mostly sunny. Our high will only be 51 degrees at night. It's going to be clear with a low of 38 degrees. Friday is sunny with a high of 59 at night, a low of 42 with mostly clear skies. Saturday, a 30% chance of showers, mostly sunny, high of 61. And then at night, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 46 degrees.
Well, if you're deciding to book a party at a venue like Edgewood, chances are you're thinking, how does the food taste? Well, here this year, they are revamping the menu at Edgewood. Not like the food wasn't good before, but I'm told it's going to be better than ever. Right, Samantha?
Absolutely. We are so excited to unveil these menus later in the year. We have some really great new options for all of our guests for any sort of event that you're looking to do.
So you can get the traditionals, but if you don't want the traditionals, there are going to be some other options. I know that you cater to dietary needs, vegan, vegetarian, for children.
Yes, absolutely. So we can actually do anything that you would need if you have any sort of allergy or need some sort of special dietary restricted meal. So as long as you're a booked event, just let us know, who would be needing those certain things, and we can certainly make them for you.
And when you book your wedding here, you actually get to come in. I'm sure that's the bride's favorite part. And you can bring 1 or 2 people and you can taste the food.
Absolutely. So we love that day. We do a complimentary taste testing for our brides and grooms, and they're able to bring 2 people along with them. And it's just a nice day to sit down and relax. You get to try all of the food. Our chef, Jeff Keller, he actually makes everything from scratch. So it's a nice time to sit there and he'll make things to your taste.
Very good. So again, you're looking at some of the items that will be on the menu for 2018. If someone has any specials, like they want lobster or that, is that something that you do?
Sure, absolutely. So we are so open to customizing. We love that. We love to hear the new ideas that brides and grooms and the different types of things that they would like, even for events too. So if there's anything that you want to customize off of your menu, we're happy to do that for you.
Very good. Stop by Edgewood here in Drums.
Well, is there a wedding in your future? If so, Edgewood by Sand Springs and Sand Springs Country Club, both in Drums, invite you to join the experts live this Thursday on Facebook. Join Rachel and Samantha for tips, tricks, and trends for your big day. This highly informative event takes place via Facebook Live this Thursday at 7 p.m. Log on to Edgewood by Sand Springs on Facebook or Sand Springs Country Club to take part in the Facebook Live event. Let's turn our attention now to your midday winning lottery numbers. Your pick 2 numbers 46, pick 3 696, pick 4 numbers 9734, and your pick 5 numbers 23310. The wild number is 2. It's going to be a wild Dave Day, a lot to get to, including the World Series. That's after this break.
for sports on SSPTV News.
Welcome to another Dave Day, a day early so Dave could talk about his Los Angeles Dodgers. We'll get to that with Dave Seaman, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker. Let's start local, Dave. Hazleton area field hockey team will take another shot at the District 2 AAA championship. So many good players over the years, Dave. So many big wins. Just haven't gotten that district championship yet. Another shot this year. They'll play Delaware Valley at Harmon Geist Memorial Field on Wednesday. They beat Delaware Valley 3-2 earlier on the road this season. Dave, Lady Cougars like Brianna, Magda, Gabby Cavanis, Jill Bookman, Caitlin Deal, Malia Holtz, Megan Reed, Michaela Cavanis, and Laura Basic, they will try to win the school's first district championship.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, those girls, and the girls that came before them, too. A lot of girls put in a lot of time and effort, and I know passing that stadium, summer evenings, they're working hard to get ready for the season. They continue that once August starts into the season, and once you get into the season, you're playing 2 or 3 times a week. So it's been a grind for a lot of years right now. Mary Kelly's worked very hard with that program to put them in this position. Again, a little difference this time is they're playing at home in the friendly confines of Harmon Geist. They like the turf there. They're used to the turf there. So let's see if the Lady Cougars can bring one home.
Dave, Carson Wentz and the Eagles get another victory on Monday Night Football. Wow, Wentz is impressive, and what a great guy. They did a feature story on him with Lucas Custers. He had a Make-A-Wish. He had stomach cancer. He wanted to thank Wentz for a video he got earlier while he was in the hospital. Every week it seems like there's a feature story on Wentz doing something great for the community or for somebody, and he's also doing pretty good at quarterback as well.
Yeah, and the Eagles as a team are doing well, and with him at the helm, the Eagles look like they're playoff bound. You'd say that middle of the season, the Eagle fans have been teased before. They've been down this road before, but Wentz is a little bit of a difference maker. He worth all their investment that they put in him, trading up in a draft to get him, and the way he could audibilize at the line of scrimmage, the way he could change plays and make plays with his feet.
And Dave, tonight the World Series will start for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They take on the Houston Astros over in California. Keys for the Dodgers. I know a lot about the Astros from them playing my Red Sox, but to do it, Dave, to win those 4 games, what will the Dodgers have to do?
I think they have to continue what they've been doing in the playoffs, is grind out at bats, make the Houston pitchers throw strikes. They're not swing at bad pitches. Use their depth and use their bullpen, because their bullpen's a big advantage against the Astros. The Astros bullpen has been a little bit of a liability. Starting pitching very good with Dallas Keuchel, and Justin Verlander's been pitching like it's a few years ago with the Tigers, and when he's on his game, he's probably the best right-hander in baseball. Their starters are good, and the Astros lineup is very good too, so the Dodgers pitching has to continue to pitch well.
Dave, I was sitting in Beaver Stadium on Saturday night, and the guy next to me told me, he said, oh, Notre Dame's up by 4 at halftime. I thought he meant points. He said touchdowns. Big win for the Irish over USC as they get ready for NC State this weekend, but Brandon Wimbush and Josh Adams have that offense humming right now. Yeah,
the Irish are definitely humming. It was a great win for Notre Dame. I dare to say one of the biggest wins in Brian Kelly's tenure there at Notre Dame. It puts them on track if they keep winning for a playoff berth. They're making gradual strides in the rankings and getting attention more and more each week. Running attack with Josh Adams is fantastic. Their offensive line is really opening holes. Wimbush gets a little bit more confidence as a passer too. That's only going to help them more, and everybody knows what Wimbush could do on his feet too. And don't sleep on the Notre Dame defense as well. Their defense has gotten better. It's going to be put to the test again this week against a very good NC State team, but I think the Irish playing at home, they're going a little bit of a roll. If they don't go in there a little bit big-headed after last week's game, I think the Irish are in good shape this week.
Meanwhile, in Beaver Stadium, Penn State was taking care of business against Michigan, but Saquon Barkley got the party started with a big run. He had a touchdown again after that. I'm finished with 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving. I asked Mark Brennan of Fight on State last week about Saquon Barkley, and here's what he had to say.
People forget, Kenny, last year, at the beginning of the year, when that Penn State offense was struggling, he wasn't doing really well. That kid never complained. I look back at that as saying as much about him as any of his 200-yard games or all these multi-purpose yard games.
So really speaking to the character of Saquon Barkley there, Dave, this weekend Penn State goes to Columbus to take on number 6 Ohio State.
I just have a feeling it's going to be a shootout. Everybody talks about the defenses for both teams, but both teams have like we said, dynamic playmakers on offense. J.T. Barrett's been there forever at Ohio State, and he's a tremendous leader too. And a lot of young guys around him, but a lot of very talented guys around him too. And Urban Meyer brought up the revenge factor earlier this week. He said, yeah, they're 18 to 21-year-old kids. Why wouldn't they have revenge on their minds? But I think Penn State has a little chip on their shoulder as well, because even though they won the conference last year, they won the head-to-head matchup with Ohio State. Ohio State ended up going to the playoff. So I think Penn State maybe feel a little disrespected. Even, they're the number 2 team in the country, yet they're the 6-point, 7-point underdog going into this game too. And I think the Lions have a little bit to prove on their end. Again, do they come in a little bit big-headed after last week's big win against Michigan? That's a test for this team too.
I have no idea what's going to happen Saturday, Dave. I get nervous thinking about it right now. But I know what's going to happen today. Dave's going to run out of our door here at the studio and go cover Hazleton Area High School, their girls tennis team, as they chase a state championship. Make sure you check out his article in the Standard Speaker and keep it locked here. You'll see him on SSPTV News as well.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Halloween is 1 week away, and if you don't have a costume yet, come on down to Designs Unlimited in Freeland. There is costumes available for both kids and adults. All information about the store is listed on your screen. The American Red Cross will be having a blood drive on Wednesday, October 25th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Beaver Meadows Borough Hall. Anyone that donates blood will get a free Red Cross Halloween t-shirt. Walk-in donors are welcome. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Come on out this Saturday, October 28th, to CrossFit Drums for CrossFit for Cops. All money raised in this event will go to body armor for your local police officers. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. And if anyone likes gambling, here's an event you're going to want to hear. The Shenandoah Area Free Public Library will be having a bus trip to the Sands Casino in Bethlehem on October 30th. The bus will depart from Shenandoah at 9 a.m. and it will leave the casino at 4 p.m. For more information on this event, you can call the 2 numbers on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Carl W. Koch of Allentown. Mass is Thursday at 10:30 a.m. at St. Joseph the Worker Roman Catholic Church in Orfield. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Heinzelman Funeral Home in Schnecksville. And Carl T. Wagner of Weatherly. There will be a remembrance service Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly. Friends may call Saturday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Lisa Wilcox of Drums. Please call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
At last check, MMI's Jessica McClellan was through 15 holes at the PIAA AA Golf Championship. She was in 11th place. Full update tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.